You see the picture, like, yeah, you're looking hella bright. So you definitely one of them hoes from the 4th roundabout. Yeah.
Girls that he does not even know, he'll be putting love struck. I can't wait
Why are you a fuckboy?
I'm not a fuckboy.
You're thinking of, being able to sleep with different people. That's what's making you happy. Look at your mouth. Oh, there should be money.
so.
Hi guys, and welcome to another episode of OffAir with Gbemi and Toolz.
Yes, welcome. Have some snacks in there. I'll check. Okay. I'm sure I have somewhere, but let's continue.
A sausage roll.
Can you please?
Now, before we get started, you know what I'm going to tell you to do. Make sure you like this video. You are going to like it. And then make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Or else, threaten them. Go on.
Or else what? She'll go fire you. I don't know what else to say. Nah, but seriously, just like our video and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and also share with your friends. Share with your friends and comment. Feel free. Let us know what you think.
Share with your mom. Share with your dad.
I don't know about your mom or your dad.
Share with that auntie that thinks she's like really cool and hip and everything. And she'll be, there's like, oh, I can do the shaku shaku. And she's not doing it right. But yeah, share it with her so she'll feel like young and hip and everything.
Sure.
All right, so let us get into it. We are going to start with some fan mail.
Yes, but before we get into fan mail, let's just say that we have guests in the studio, so I'm very excited about that. And it's going to be a very, very juicy episode. Yes. People write us all the time. Yeah. This one is a long one, so let's get
It's a long one, but I'm going to go fast.
Okay,
so,
okay. That's what she said. Sorry.
Whatever, man. Oh, gosh. So, I imagine that she wants to remain anonymous. So, let's give the intro. She goes, so here's the issue. I met this guy about 7 years ago and he was asking me out. I didn't pay any attention in that moment, but one evening I went to get some assignments done at his place. He was a senior in my department. I couldn't figure the assignment and he was willing to help. So I went over. Eventually we made out and that was all. No sex. About 2 months later, he started dating a random classmate of mine and I was unbothered since I wasn't even close to the girl or anything. Much later, life happened and the girl and I got really close to the extent of being best friends. Now, I'm bothered because my friend is getting married mid-next year to the same guy and I'm not sure if I should tell her or not. I haven't spoken to the guy in forever and I think I have no reason to. I'm just really bothered for my friend. If you or Gbemi were in my shoes, what will you do? Is it important to tell or not tell? Do you want to go first?
I guess it depends on how your friend is. She's the sort of person that would be upset if she finds out later on that you didn't tell her. Me, I'm the sort of person that will feel like, just tell me. You know, I mean, you making out with him years ago would not mean anything. He's marrying me. Do you understand?
Even though it's like, why now?
Yeah, it's a long time. Mother, just let me know. I hate to be the last person to know something. Yeah. So that's for me. However, on the other hand, it's also easy to say, well, it doesn't matter. What do you think?
Okay, so I think that they were dating. It's not like they just met yesterday and decided to get married the next day. So they were dating. So why didn't you bring it up when they were dating?
Exactly. Maybe she thought it will fizzle out and they will marry.
No, but I have a code. I have a code with my friends. If they're talking to somebody, this is when I was on the streets. If they're talking to somebody and, and I know that's somebody, I'm like, oh, him. Oh, okay. Oh, he's all right. And then they know that something happened. Something may have happened. So we always, So I always kind of tell, like my close friends, they kind of know who I've,
You've what?
Dated or done anything with.
Done anything? Okay, carry on. Carry on.
Yeah. So
do you think she should tell?
I think she should leave it.
Would you have liked to know if you were the friend who was getting married and it came out later, would you be upset that she didn't tell you?
I would be upset that she didn't tell me sooner on. Why would you, is that a wedding present or something? Why would you try and give that to me?
It's a wedding present.
Do you understand? So now I'll be looking at you guys like, but I think if you know that nothing else is going to happen, if you know that this is like deaded and nothing else, I think maybe just leave it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. I don't know if this is new, but I've just have you been seeing these clips of guys that offer massages?
And the massages are a bit too sexual.
It's a little too erotic. I got a DM from a guy that offered to come and give me a free massage.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
And I was just like, Wait.
And then you went on his page, right?
He's literally, why do you need to massage my pelvic bone?
You know, the muscles there need to relax. So, you know, there's muscles everywhere.
I can massage it myself.
No, but he's a masseuse. So, I mean,
it was just very, like, literally, okay.
What if he looked like Idris Elba? Would you say no?
Then I know
there was a long pause.
All I'm gonna say.
It was a stud like young Gbemi.
You know, I need to clarify something because you guys think wait. I think it's important that I clarify this. You guys think that I'm sexually attracted to young Gbemi. I'm not. I'm
spiritually attracted.
Wait, I'm attracted to her aura. That is what it is. Everybody knows that one person that just has this. You know, their presence fills the room, and you just want to get to know the person and everything.
Aura,
and, you know.
gossipney. What do you mean?
I'm just attracted to her aura. I'm not sexually attracted to her.
What aura does she have?
But if I was gay, she wouldn't be my type. What did he say?
Rita aura.
But to be honest, though, if I was gay, she wouldn't be my type.
So who would be your type?
I wouldn't go for like a butch. I'd like
Salma Hayek.
Yeah. What about like in Nigeria?
Osaz.
No, I was going to say
Osaz is my wife.
No. Osaz, I would definitely, if I was gay, I would definitely, hit up. Hi, Osaz.
That's my wife. Stop it. Stop it now. Thank you.
Well, speaking of people with, multiple partners, we were talking about this new, is it polyandry law in South Africa? Mm-hmm. Where they're thinking of making it legal for women to marry more than one husband. And a lot of people kicked off on that. A lot of guys kicked off on that.
I don't understand why. Why are they so upset? I mean, because it's already legal in South Africa for guys to have more than one wife. Polygamy is there, and so they felt like because they're trying to make things equal amongst the sexes, they felt like okay, so polyandry should be legal. And over the weekend, South African men were having a meltdown on Twitter, and it was funny to read their what's it called, their reasons. Some were saying, if the woman has one child for each husband, which son name would they? Is that your problem? That's really your problem?
So you have no issues with it?
I don't have it. I think I should move.
So you would actually want to marry more than one husband?
Why not?
Okay.
What's wrong with that? I don't have to see them every day. Not to say you have to live together. So I can see this one Monday to Wednesday.
What if he wants to live? What if he wants to?
No. In fact, I don't want to live with any of them. Just I see you when I want to see you.
How many will you want to
See,
so it's okay for now.
See, honestly, I think coming from someone that grew up in a polygamous home, that shit is messy.
But you all live
very
together.
Messy. Yeah, I mean not all of us, but most of us live together.
That's why. So if you don't live together, you do.
No. You know what it is? As much as you know what you're thinking of. You're thinking of being able to sleep with different people. That's what's making you happy. Look at your mouth. Oh, there should be money.
So
you just
so.
But let me break it down to you, right? Having proper serious relationships with each. Let's say you married like two. You have two husbands. Think about how much effort goes into having one full relationship with a guy where, you have to be there emotionally, spiritually, physically.
That's why you don't see them every day.
Yeah, but still, it's a lot.
So imagine like you marry somebody that is like dark and fine.
Yeah.
Fine, like that guy, Idris, what's his name?
Damson Idris.
That hair. Then you marry another one that looks like Curry. So there are two different sets of people. You understand? They don't look, they're two different auras.
No, you're not talking about their orange. You're talking about something else.
No, it's like you said aura.
Anyway.
So two different hair. That kind of variety is the spice of life.
But what about when they both want to like have sexy time one night?
No, see, we'll have timetable. Okay, I'll be with you from
no,
morning.
What if you're hanging out with one? What if you're hanging out with
everybody
Steph Curry?
will know their place, okay?
You're hanging out with Steph Curry, and it's supposed to be Damson's, sexy time evening, and Steph is like there going, stroking your sleeve and whatever, and it's like, ooh. She's saying that. I don't understand.
I'm
clearly joking. In a fantasy world, you think about it, but then honestly, dealing with more than one person and their wahala and their stress.
It's a lot. Your husband's probably watching, thinking,
He knows me
seriously.
very well, so he'll not be surprised.
No. The women that can handle it, for the people that can handle it, go off, have fun, enjoy, do what you need to do. But I think also it's really because I come from a polygamous home and I just think it's too much. So let's get into the other part of the show. We've got some guests. We're going to be talking about dating in Lagos.
Yes, so we have a single guy.
Yes.
And we have a single lady.
Yes.
And they're going to tell us their experience. Oh, you're not single? Oh, sorry. Well,
You're single for tonight. Woo!
Our first guest is Modio Shibodu, aka Bad Girl Mo.
Hi everyone.
And welcome.
Hi.
Welcome. So we are talking about being single in Lagos.
Okay.
We're in Lagos basically, and we just want to know what it's like. Being that it's been a while that we've been in the streets. So first of all, like nowadays, how do guys like give us your experience? Like how, because you moved back basically.
Yes.
You were in the US, you moved back, and what was the dating scene like, or what is the dating scene like in Nigeria, Lagos, basically?
Okay, so the first when you watch this is going to laugh.
Oh god.
The first person I dated when I moved back, we were talking when I was in America. He was a cool guy, you know. I stayed with him for a couple of weeks, and then I realized he was always driving this red car, but he told me it was his family friend's car.
Okay.
And like there was always food in his house. Like, I'm like, oh, you're an amazing cook, you know, things like that. So I was about to get a job at a media company, and he kept saying I should not take that job. The boss doesn't pay, blah blah blah. He's gonna try to sleep with me, something.
No way. Continue.
Lashad. The shade. Continue.
And I was just like, okay. I took the job shot because like you have to put yourself in a compromising position for your boss to sleep with you. And I already told myself I was never going to put myself in that position. But then I realized why he did not want me to take the job. The girl's car he was always driving worked there.
Oh.
His other girlfriend worked there. Yes, he told me that was his family friend. That was his sister. She was the one that always cooked the food in the house.
Whoa!
She was,
Okay, so how did he approach you? Like, was it through like DMs or in person? Or how did you even meet?
So he messaged me. I should have known that this boy is a scammer because he called me one day and he was like, oh, he got my number from a party, something. And I'm like, no, you didn't. We did not meet at any party. He was like, yes, I did. I saw you at this party. But me, I just went along with it because he was fine. Fine boy. They've used fine boy to. They've used fine boy to scatter my head. But yeah, I mean, he was cool, but then he was a cheat. He had a couple girls.
So what happened? Like when you found out that he was, you know, also dating your coworker, did you confront him? Or did you
funny enough, the day that I started working there, she had been fired.
Oh.
Yeah, like a week prior. So like it all.
Lucky him.
But then the problem was people always saw him dropping me in that car, and they were like, "Oh, that's so-and-so's boyfriend now." I said, "Oops, sorry, sis. I've been eating your food. Kilo come. If you cook
literally, you know.
Tell me you cook the food. What's my own? I mean, I eat your food though. If it's sweet, what's my own?
I don't even know what to say.
Nah, but how do guys generally like approach babes, or how are you generally?
Men in general, like even married men are still single. Like married men are as single as single women and men. They are even more single than us. So, like for example, like a couple weeks ago, I met some guy met him at. Where was it? Was it SIP? Yes, SIP. It was one of these clubs. That's SIP. Don't allow
those
your husband
uncle daddies, the ones that stay by the bar.
No, SIP. Any married man that goes to SIP is not a serious man. Yes.
Oh my god!
I have said it.
Kill me.
If you pass SIP and you see your husband's car there, lock the door. Don't allow him to come home.
I remember when I first moved back and I went to do you know when, like, what was it? Was it Auto Lounge that was popping and everything? And this guy came and he was talking to me. Wedding ring like flashing away, and I'm like, "You're married?" He's like, "So what?" And I was just
Don't
like,
give me
and
that
I was very fresh. I was just like, "Oh my gosh."
They don't care. And then the guy, he was like, I asked him if he was married. He said no, but he's with his baby mama, something. And he asked me for my number. I was like, oh no, I gave him my Snapchat. So the next day on Snapchat, he was celebrating his wedding anniversary. I'm like, but you said I wasn't married. You weren't married. He was like, oh, I said that. And I was like, yeah, you said that. And he was just like, oh, okay. So when are we going on a vacation? I'm just like, what?
When they say, don't let that small thing like me being married stop us.
Yeah.
You know?
Don't give me that
don't. Yeah, or you're just looking for reasons for us not to talk. Or not something like
No,
that.
dating in Lagos is a jungle. It's a jungle, but...
So how do you know the ones to give a chance and the ones to, like, okay, how long have you been in Lagos now?
6 years.
6 years.
Yeah.
So when you meet a guy, what are the signs to watch out for? The signs that will make you say, okay, dead it on arrival.
Always in the club, Monday to Sunday, spending all his money there. Woman, he likes woman too much. So when I say likes woman too much, like maybe like every bad bitch. Okay, you curse on you.
Yes, now.
Every bad bitch's picture you just see is like commenting. Ooh, girls that he does not even know. We be putting love struck. I can't wait
We just talked about this.
You wasn't love struck, bro. There was this one guy I was dating. Every bad bitch's picture on Instagram, I'll see. I like the picture, and I don't know. I didn't like that.
But did you have an issue with the guy also putting love struck on girls?
Oh no, he didn't put love. He didn't take it that far.
If he had done that, what would you have said?
I would just think you're thirsty. Like, I think girls that put all those things under Damson Idris's pictures, like, do you guys have partners? Like,
But that's damn Idris. But I wouldn't do
weird.
that. Though,
yeah, it's so weird.
Anyways.
So I was dating for Lagos for you guys when you were in the streets before you transitioned.
Shock for me.
Let me mentally go back.
We'll find episodes for this.
What do you mean? I was very. I couldn't even finish. Okay, so my experience, and if he watches it, I don't give a fuck. So there was somebody that till this very day, if you guys ask me, I'd be like, I don't know him. No.
Yeah, I'll do that.
No. But the thing is, I think people kind of, because of, my family and everything, a lot of people thought that I had like tons and tons of money. And I was like, no, my dad has money. I'm just like, doing my own thing and everything. So there was somebody that, I don't even know how we started dating. But I think, honestly, I was bored, and I just decided that week I want a boyfriend. So it just kind of happened. But then he thought he was smart, so he was now thinking, oh, he's gonna use me to like get connects and everything. And for me, anybody that the minute we start talking, if it's kind of like, oh, let me hold 50K, let me hold 20K, I'm just like, there's a big X there. Even if the situation is flipped and you just meet this girl and within the first week she's like, oh, I've got these bills, you should say, if you didn't meet me, how would you pay for your bills? So I just think like that money thing is a big X for me. So so that was very, very funny. And what else? I mean, I had but I'm sure this happens to everyone. I find that if you're in this industry, like when you first enter and you're like, hot meat
fresh
and everything, fresh meat rather. And it reminds me of when, when you're watching like National Geographic and you see like a fresh kill and then the hyenas come. And the hyenas come and they're like, oh, yeah, that's how it is. So I always say to people that are new in the industry, you know what, enjoy it, it is what it is. But I was just like, oh my gosh, everybody's so nice. Oh, he wants to date me. I didn't want to date. They didn't want to date.
I want you.
There was somebody that both of us know that was like, I can't believe I haven't let me put this nicely.
I haven't
smashed a BFM girl.
Damn. The Beat FM girl.
A Beat FM girl. So, and there was somebody. Oh, no, that's too much. Anyways.
No, that one.
But there was, so this conversation was like, I was in the vicinity. I don't think they thought I could, hear. And then it was, so the one person had smashed the BFM girl. And this guy was like, oh, I can't believe I haven't smashed the BFM girl and everything. And I was just like, oh, you sons of bitches.
I mean,
so,
that's how guys behave.
But I don't even like guys like that. Like, why are you talking about who?
But you know what? They all talk.
Yes,
they
do.
do.
All talk.
They do.
In every group chat, there's that they're not discussing stocks and dodgy coin, or whatever it is. They're talking wrong.
What's dodgy coin?
Oh, trust me. one of my old bosses that I used to work for. I'm not gonna say his name.
I think we kind of
We
know
know.
who he is.
No, trust me. I've worked for a lot of men in this industry. This one in particular. He told me that, and you're not supposed to talk about things in your group chat. But obviously, he was like, oh yeah, Moni, somebody put you in our group chat yesterday asking about you, asking her how far you, who has toasted you before. And I was like, Mr. So this is what you are doing with your time. This is what you are doing with your time. You people are in group chat with influential men. You people are discussing young babes.
They do. There was one time that I was like apparently there's some group chat. I didn't even know anything about it. You know, when I first moved, I kind of because this was because I've been in the entertainment industry for a second, but I was like really behind the scenes, and it was when I came to Lagos that I was really like sort of, you know, in front of it and everything. So I didn't really understand a lot of the things that were happening, but I do remember somebody actually told me that, oh yeah, there was there's this group chat like with, you know, these Lagos guys and everything, and they mentioned you, and and the person was like, oh, that he was at a hotel with you, blah 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 blah, and that he paid you this, and I cried. I was so upset, and then I knew who it was because I kind of was calculating, and I was like, okay, I don't really move in that circle per se, and then I kind of figured out who was in that circle, and I was anyways.
Did you confront him?
Yeah. You know, the guy was like, he was, oh gosh, so let me tell you. So this is what happened. So I was, somebody had hooked us up. Mm-hmm. And then when I first saw him, I was just like, nah. Because he was, I have a type, you know, I have a type that I won't date. I'll say that. So he was, so the first time I saw him, he was like wearing, you know, these kind of daddy jeans and everything. You know, the ones that, you know, is like, why are your jeans above your belly button?
Oh,
why?
Wow.
Just very, you know, and then he had like this, you know, one of those very deep V-neck shirts. And I was just like,
it something?
No, it wasn't. But it was weird because, you know, there was,
cleavage?
do you understand? There was cleavages, mine and his. There was too much cleavages. Anyways, so he was, very, there was just something about him that just did not really click, but I was like, okay, let's just, you know, give him a chance and everything. But then he slapped somebody in front of me on our first, like, date. And I was like, for me, I was like, okay,
what is a Nollywood movie? What is this?
And it was one of those things. It wasn't like the person attacked him. He just literally got out of the car to go and slap somebody, and I was just like, okay, I'm deading this right now. So I was trying to put him in the friend category because I wasn't attracted to him, and I just wasn't interested. And then so he used to literally kind of just, you know, comment on like, oh, this picture that you're putting on your phone, why would you do that? And you knew that I was talking to other people. And then he would call me and just say, why are you giving these guys time? You're not giving me any of your time. And I was just like, nigga, you need to back the fuck out. So I at that point I blocked him. I just kind of it was just too much. So I was upset, and I was thinking, if I go and confront him, he is going to he would have enjoyed that. You know, there are people that even if you're shouting, the interaction, he would have been like, oh, she must like me for her to be shouting at me like that. You know, weirdo.
I'm very big on confronting.
Yeah, no, I just never spoke to him again.
My worst dating experience, I think it was this one guy who we were dating. And then one day I went to see him, and then he was looking sad. And then I was like, okay, what's the problem? And he was like, oh, he's gen spoiled. It was long story. The guy was like, the guy should act though. The guy should act because
he collected money from you,
yes. I gave him money and everything, and then, you know, next thing you know, after that I didn't hear from him for like 2 weeks. I'm not joking. I'd be calling this fellow and he'll be nowhere to be found. And then eventually, you know this person. Eventually, I think I went visiting again, and then I was like,
oh my god, I know who it is!
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah, that person. And then went to the bathroom or something. I was like, please, what is this? Use condoms, bro.
How very careless.
I was like, oh, okay. And that was the end of that. Never went back. And that was my only mainland relationship. I would never see. First of all, it was far. It was far. It was so far. I was like, nah, see, I'm never ever doing this island and mainland nonsense again. It was because it was long.
But this in Lagos is fun, Sha.
I mean, we were cool later on after we broke up and everything. He gave me business. So, okay, we're all right.
Okay.
That's fine.
So you have collected your money back technically.
More than times one.
But I think for me the big red flag is maybe it's because I'm just funny about money. I just kind of, why are you asking me for money on our second
he
date?
didn't ask. But you know how it was. He was just sitting there. First of all, you go and see somebody and everywhere is dark. What happened now? Okay, there's no light.
You come back when there's light.
No, but when you care for the person,
he set you up.
Exactly.
He did. He probably switched off the lights himself.
See, they now do thread on Twitter one day, years after. I was like, yeah. Come and see girls coming out. That's how this one. I got him a laptop. One Valentine's Day, two different girls. One got him iPad, one got him laptop. I was like, what is this?
Oh, the same guy?
Yes.
Oh.
Wow. What's it? Did you buy him? Was it you? Did you buy him laptop?
She bought him generator.
I didn't buy him jet.
Okay,
Wait. How much did you give him?
60K. It wasn't that big.
60K back in the day was a lot of money, yo.
Anyway, I made my money back.
Okay. That's all that matters.
Another thing is dating very, very, very wealthy people. And I found that a little bit. Why he's smiling? I found that a little bit weird because the thing is, if you have money in Nigeria, you're a god. You're a mini god. You're So I dated some really wealthy guys with really bad attitudes. Very, very bad attitudes, and people they would have because they're so used to being kind of worshipped and everything. So when you're just no, I don't like that. It's oh, this one's stubborn, and I'm like, no, you're just full of shit, So they were down to expecting you to look a certain way, expecting you to do things a certain way. It was just I found that very difficult, and then the fact that they are so used to when they approach a girl, for her to just be oh my god, this person, And I just was yeah, you have money. I'm not broke. I'm fine. So your money, as fantastic as it may seem, it's not going to make me change who I am or lose who I am. But yeah. But
any experiences with super rich guys or guys trying to throw money at you?
Or famous guys?
All of the above. Where do I start from?
Give us at least one story.
Well, dating someone that was wealthy, I mean, it's pretty cool because you get whatever you want, but then you have to deal with the fact that he has other women, and I'm very possessive, I'm very jealous, and I'm very disrespectful, and I fight.
Physically fight?
Yes.
Oh wow.
If you disrespect me, well, maybe back in the day, not anymore. I've kind of repented, but no. But if you put your hands on me,
wait. So the last time that you fought, was it? Did you attack him or you attacked her?
The last time I fought someone, I haven't fought since college. I grew up in American public school, so you know how to fight. They will either beat you or you beat them. Somebody shall be beaten. So the last time I got in a fight, it wasn't over a man. That one is long. Anyways, dating a rich person, it was pretty cool when I first met him. Conversation was nice. He was actually a really good guy. I mean, red flag was he had a baby mama, so I should have just known that this not gonna work out. But then, we broke up because he was just pretty much maybe if he was younger, he would have married me. But right now, he doesn't want to get married. He doesn't want any more kids. And the fact that he owns a club, he's gonna be sleeping with other women. So, we just kind of left him alone.
At least he was honest.
Yeah, he was honest.
Yeah, at least
I respected his honesty.
Yeah.
And I think guys don't understand that for most women, if you're honest, there won't be an issue. But they feel like they need to double cross you to get what they want.
Try and not even sugar coated, maple syrup coat. It's just too much. I think being honest. You fought over a guy before, haven't you?
Me?
Did you say me?
Well, it wasn't fighting over a guy, and I won't call it fighting over a guy. It was just the anger of everything. I dated this person and then found out they were cheating, and then I was like, okay. Usually, I'm of the school of thought that if you catch you catch both of them, let the person go, the babe go, so you can face your man and be like,
thank you. I'm sure you guys know his story.
Yeah, and then the girl.
Thank you. Please let me drink my drink.
I met the person naked. I gave the person I was generous enough to say, take your clothes, get dressed. I didn't cuss the person out. please leave so I can deal with this idiot. And the person got dressed, and then Auntie now decided to say, she put her hand on her waist and said, I'm not going anywhere. Hey, the cloth she wore, it all twi. Are you mad? I'm being nice to you, bitch. Move. It's really simple. Like, the person that was not upset, that one ran. That one ran to the streets. I kid you not. So I was just like, I feel like if you're in that position, quietly go so you don't get embarrassed. It is what it is. And then the girl was like, what cloth? And I said, I'm not.
I've been in this position.
Is it because not carry your clothes and fling them?
And I didn't leave.
Are you mad?
Wait, she has a story. Yeah.
And I did not leave.
Okay, why?
Why didn't you leave?
Because guess what? I was invited there, baby. You need to leave because you invited yourself here. You broke into somebody's house and you found another woman there, and then you told me to leave. I said, kindly switch off the light. Yes. Kindly switch off. You broke. What are you coming to look for?
So was that physical?
At 5 a.m. in the morning.
Was that a tussle?
No, there
Nobody
was
knows her man's house though.
I mean, I don't think it was her man because she told me it was her man, and then the person came and she was like, "Oh, so this is why you broke up with me?" And I'm like, "But you just told me this. You just told me this was your man." But then when the person walks in, you're like, "Oh, but this is the reason why you broke up with me." Then she starts beating him, and I'm just like, "Oh, well."
I've never, thank God, I've never been in a situation where stuff might have happened, but I've never had like a confrontation like that.
I don't even. It was like a movie.
I don't even. There was like way back in the day. There was almost like a mini situation, and I'm like, anytime I start talking to a guy, if I start getting like vibes that there's somebody else there. Like I remember a good few years ago, there was this guy. I mean, I wasn't really interested like that, but we were talking. I was like, okay, let's just see. And then he started talking about his ex, and I was just like, I don't have energy for this. So I remember saying to him, look, you guys are just freshly broken up. You don't need to date me. I would prefer for you to go back to her, sort out any issues that you have, because I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here listening to, oh, she did this, she did that. Then they now drag me into it. Then she now sends me a message, and it's like, and I was just like, fair. I'm like, I'm like, oh, can you tell, like, she sends me a message, can you tell your friend to that? I'm like, I don't even know anybody. I'm like, I was like, what? So I don't like doing that. The first time that happened to me, I was in university. And there was this guy that I eventually dated him, but wait, let me land, okay? So at that point, like when we first kind of started talking, she was this girl, she was kind of like a friend. We weren't really type of. I considered her a friend.
Oh, poor
yeah.
girl.
No,
you said she was your friend.
She was kind of like a friend, and then she liked him, and there was, and I remember we were. It was like a party or something, and I was dancing with him. So he'd asked me to dance. I'm just like, okay, cool, I'm dancing, and she came and she just bumped me like that, and I was just like, is it because of him? Take.
Oh, you didn't know she liked him.
No, she at that point, like I kind of figured out that she shoots me evils, and I'm just like, they're like millions of guys, like really, just have him, take him.
Oh, you're better than me. I would have bumped her back.
No, I don't like. One thing I'll never.
It's not about the man. It's the principle.
No, but you know what it is. You know what it is. You end up getting reduced to you're fighting over a guy, and the crazy thing is when this happens, the guy is always there, like it's in yeah, like feeling some type of way. And I'm like, I'll never fight. I might beat your ass afterwards. Thank God I've never had to do that. But I would never like be there. The guy is there looking at us, and we're tearing shirts, we're tearing bra. One boob is like this.
No, I feel like if the person should thoroughly disrespect you, you don't just walk away like that.
If it's in my face, that's a different. That has to.
Your shoulder.
She bumped you.
I wasn't.
It's your shoulder. What touch it?
I guess Detroit, Baltimore, England. It's okay.
No, I wasn't. But if it was a case of me and the guy.
You from America?
If me and the guy were actually involved, but I didn't really care about him, so I'm like, I'm not going to now just, why'd you bump me? No, I was just like, take. I don't want. A question for both of you.
What?
Have you guys ever cheated?
No. I haven't.
Define cheating. No, let's define it now. Give me cheating.
What you would not be able to do in front of your partner?
Okay, yeah, maybe like flirting. Is flirting cheating?
Yes. Small cheating.
What you would not be able to do in front of your partner?
Yeah.
That means we've all cheated. That means we've all cheated, even yourself.
What about what about you have cheated? If that's your definition of cheating, you have cheated.
What, for flirting?
Yeah.
Oh, is that not what you said? You gave the definition of cheating.
I'm joking now, relax.
Well, okay. What about when there's like an overlapping? So you haven't quite broken up with one person before you start,
it's not cheating, but if you're overlapping, it's not like 6 months, sis. Come on.
No. If maybe it's like maybe
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Because women, we tend to check out a relationship before we actually
have
tell
options.
the
We discussed this. We discussed this, that we usually have options. So there's usually the main person, and then there's the people with the runners up.
Lower
so that
tiers,
you understand. So sometimes and the runners up are there to also boost your ego. So especially when the main person is being silly. So, you now post a fire picture and the runner up is like, this girl, you're too fine. And you're like,
LOL.
Smiley face. You won't answer, but you will still be engaging. This is what it is. Yeah.
That's it. I think a lot of guys look at this one shaking his head. A lot of guys don't know this, but whoever you're talking to, whoever you're dating, she might not be messing with them, but there are other options.
Yes.
Everybody has
Even
options.
the guys have options.
Yeah. And what I mean, I will speak for myself. What I did do, I'd be like, okay, let me you have the ones that are on reserve, okay?
The options.
Yes, you have the ones that are on reserve, and then you kind of like, obviously they'll kind of be like, okay, maybe she's, in a relationship or whatever. So every now and then you just throw them a bone. Like, hey, trouble, what's going on? And then, you have those conversations and everything.
Like,
and you're like, you didn't know this?
No, that's how trouble. See, I used to be like that, but that's how trouble starts.
No, but you know what you do? You throw them that bone to just check if they're still interested. And you're like, okay, you're
just test
good,
the
good,
water.
good,
Oh,
good.
you still available?
All right, my reserve still has 3 bars. Then you do that too. That's what you do.
Well, is your significant other allowed to do that though? Have reserve?
Double standard.
Is he allowed to have reserves?
See her face. Why?
I am all the woman he will ever need. Thank you so much, Mo, for stopping by. Please don't fight anymore. Don't fight anymore.
I don't. I've repented.
Okay, sorry. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much for stopping by. Best of luck with everything.
Thanks so much, and don't believe the rumors. Because I know you guys know I was told.
I don't know who you're talking about. What? Who? Where? When? What happened? Who said? Do you know Gbemi? I have no idea. I have no
OffAir with Gbemi and Toolz.
Okay. All right, next up we have got the Lagos dating scene from the male perspective.
Yes. You don't want to miss this one.
Yeah.
Welcome back to Off-Air with Gbemi and Toolz. We now have a guy in the studio to give us the male perspective of dating in Lagos.
Yes.
Hello, even though he has refused to take off his mask because COVID.
COVID-19 is real and it's airborne now, according to what I read this morning.
Good.
So please.
Right, it's always been airborne, but let's continue. So you're going to tell us, his name is Segun MD. I have the misfortune of working with him every time, but he's a very funny guy and he has stories for days. So, Segun, are you single or in a relationship at this moment?
I am as single as they come. Probably the alpha male of single. I think I'm the boss level single.
You're a bit proud of this.
I am, because it's my choice. Also, some things didn't work out last year.
Or is it really because you're unwanted?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say unwanted. I would say I am too good for these women.
Yeah, finished.
Actually, that's what I tell myself to feel better about the thing. It's bad.
Say that again?
It's what I tell myself to feel better about the thing. It's been bad, baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's talk about dating in Lagos. When you meet a girl, how do you
even meet a girl?
Yes. How do you meet a girl? How do you judge who you should mess with and who you should stay well away from?
Lately, it's been online. Pre-COVID, it was even most times it's been online. Most of the time, a guy recommended, should I check this babe? This babe, nobody get it even for you. She see one of your pics. I'm like, oh, for real? Not that I post a lot, but she probably saw 1 or 2 things. So yeah, you start the conversation, or the off chance I went out a few times, because I never used to go out even prior to COVID. I'll go out and then I'll see 1 or 2 babes, and we'll talk. And most times it's kind of people within the circle.
Okay.
Maybe someone that is maybe A&R or something like that. Oh, I know you. You're cool. You're sure. I actually listen to you on radio. What do you do? From there, without start 1 or 2 yards and stuff like that. But it's a lot of conversation with me. I can only speak for myself. It's mostly conversational and not a lot of follow up. Yeah. I remember you guys went to my DMs the other day. It was a lot of women I left hanging.
Why are you doing that?
Actually,
so
a lot of them were.
Why initiate a conversation in the first place if you know you're not going to hit her or back? You're the exact guy that will have a fantastic conversation with a babe like at an event or something, and she's thinking, oh my god, we vibed, and then you exchange numbers and then you never call.
Zero.
Why the hell do you guys do that?
Because sometimes it's I like being very honest with myself. For example, like I can meet someone, she's gorgeous and all, but then from the conversation that we're having, I can pick up one or two things from like what she's saying, and
That
puts me
one
off.
conversation.
That one conversation.
Now,
It could be something she
You're
said.
higher than US
Is that
visa.
true?
Yeah, you could pick
Dio
on it.
agrees.
This one, all these fourth roundabouts there. You can't tell.
What does that mean? What does that mean? So what's wrong with living
this
in?
way? Yeah.
What's wrong with living
I mean, you
in
can live there, but you know, if you're a guy that stays there, you know what I'm talking about. And them girls, man, ain't nothing to play with. So
Okay, wait, you need to break it down for people that don't know. What is it about a cartel?
yeah, the ones with, you know, all these flower emojis in their name, pretty LLMP birthday wishing girls. And they're the ones that say, you know, my name is, you know, Stephanie, but my girls call me Trish. I'm like, what? And so you hear stuff like that. And
I'm talking about.
And there's a filter, yeah? Have you noticed when they post pictures, their own filter is different. You just kind of know where they're from. You see the filter, like, yeah, you're looking hella bright. So you definitely one of them hoes from the fourth roundabout. Yeah. It has to be said, Gbemi. The voice of reason is here.
No.
I would like to apologize to all the ladies that live in Ikaste.
Yeah, not just them. Yeah. I think the most notorious for Sakpa. Yeah, you know. You want hotel, mama.
But why hoes though?
I mean, if you're not a hoe, you ain't gonna get upset. That's how I see things.
Okay, but excuse me, wait, just calm down. But I'm talking about situations where you and the girl vibed. The conversation is nice. You take her number, she takes your number, and you never hit her up. Why is that? Not like there was nothing wrong with you guys.
Do you know, I won't lie to you, sometimes I forget. Because it's not like my DMs are popping and I'm hopping with every babe. It's just
how are you gonna forget? Are your DMs that busy?
You just said they're not.
You know,
but continue.
You know, but what I'm saying is there's a lot of conversations in there that you see hanging, because most of the time, you know, I could say, okay, let me get your phone number, then call you. And then when I take the number to call, I call them the one time, and then I just forget. Sometimes I forget. And then there's some times when, you know, I'm talking to the person, and then I probably hear something about the person, or I see their Insta story, and I see the way they're moving, I'm like, you will.
See the way they're moving? How? Explain.
You know,
okay, give me an
I cringe at a lot of things. Look, I'm not
No, wait. Give me an instance.
Let me tell you something now.
For example, that has put you off, like you've seen on somebody's Insta story, and just like,
Yeah, let me tell you something. So there's this one was even because of COVID. I stopped talking to this girl because I felt she didn't have sense. So we're having a conversation and we're talking about COVID, and then she was really serious. Like, my dad, my mom, I'm doing jobs now and stuff like that. I'm like, hey, I mean, people need to be careful. Azeez, and there were like 4 ends, Gbemi. So I thought she was driving the point home. Around to 8 or thereabouts. I said, let me Insta story. Open the thing.
Where was she? Outside?
Maybe moist or one of these places. I'm like, You know, I don't know. It's not like
she wasn't wearing a mask.
She wasn't wearing a mask, and there were people there. There were guys, you know, she was sweaty, and I'm like, this kind of person can kill. Because you have the conversation hours ago, and this is what you're talking about. I'm telling you the truth. And that was it. And she was saying, your vibe is a bit off. Why not go off? May not kill me. Because that will link up now. You got COVID. I don't know. Maybe something like, I think it's the shisha. You dying, man. That's what's happening. Ain't no goddamn.
Pre-COVID, please.
Pre-COVID, yeah. You know, it was mostly conversations. I'm this kind of person. I don't have to juggle too many people at the same time. Mm-hmm. So if I'm talking to the one person, I like trying to focus on that. I can't keep that going. But it's not worked out.
Have you ever cheated?
I wouldn't say cheating, more like I've maybe been in multiple situations at the same time.
What is that then?
So you were not
cheating. So you were not in
a real relationship, but you were just talking to different people.
Yeah, they were talking to different people. I was my bag back in the day. Hey, ain't nobody could tell me, man. As in, there were some babes. You saw me, you know my track record now. There's some very bad stuff.
You endorsed it.
Sometimes when I look back, I'm like, Shege, you don't try. Let me say, you know.
I'm trying to be nice to
Only
Shegun.
thing I'm going to say is that Shegun, has an eye for very pretty girls. That's all I'm going to say. And does he follow up with these very pretty girls? No.
Yeah, there were some that I actually tried back in the day. Oh, sorry, please say what you want.
know what? Shegun reminds me of, everybody has, I think every woman has experienced a fuckboy.
Yeah.
That basically, sorry.
Amen.
I mean, I was gonna say no offense, but somewhat small offense. You know the kind of guy that you meet, you guys have like a great conversation, like you said, and then he's like, oh, we should go out for drinks sometime. And you're like, yeah, cool. And you're waiting for him to kind of, okay, so how about Friday? And then he goes quiet on you. Then he hits you up again and you have a little chat. Oh, we were supposed to go out for drinks and we didn't go. Oh, yeah. And you're like there. And then this, stupid tennis game just goes back and forth until you just delete the motherfucker because you're just like, stop wasting my goddamn time.
Nobody noticed something reply. Is that what happened?
Yes.
Shekun does that.
Why do you do that?
I don't know. It's just who I am.
Shekun, why are you a fuckboy?
I'm not a fuckboy. Fuckboy has different definitions. I'm just a guy that I don't think I put my best foot forward half the time, and then now I'm in a point where I realize that look, I don't want to sell anyone's dreams. Right? I really want to go after something I'm genuinely, I genuinely care about.
Okay, so what are you looking for?
Yeah.
What are Lagos guys looking for?
That ass, guys. You know what I'm saying? And then, we can now talk about personality. I mean, that could come in.
Wait, so, okay, ask before personality.
Just in.
What do you, is it personality before ass or ass before personality?
Breast. I'm just joking.
Thank you, but you know what? Thank you for being honest.
I'm just joking.
Because that's
Personality.
but you can't see the person's personality. So what do you notice?
Yes.
Fashion.
Are you serious?
Fashion for me.
So fashion then figure,
yes.
or is it fashion and figure or figure or fashion?
And figure. Like it doesn't be straight. If you dress well, I'll look.
What about you? What do you notice first?
Yeah, kicking in my bump for me. I want to see that stuff. But it's
So all her things have to be thanked.
Yeah, them things have to pop.
So TK, fashion as well.
Fashion, yeah. Definitely.
I never in a million
Never
years
heard it.
I've never heard that.
Ah.
I would like what you're wearing.
So
first.
she's a fashion killer.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like,
Hey.
I didn't know that.
Maybe I don't care about that.
That's how you looking
All about the
homeless
ass,
every day. I
man.
didn't know
Hips.
that. I never been that.
No, because yeah.
Look at him, he's lying. He's lying.
I'm not lying. I'm serious.
So why are you laughing like this?
She said she came looking homeless. And
I didn't know that. I see looking homeless in these streets.
You did see his face. You did see his face. Maybe I didn't know that. So wait, okay, you said
But fashion like
you
how?
know,
Like you want her to be. Is that a certain style you look for?
No, she could be tomboy dressed. Like there's a way you know someone is stylish. Like if a girl is a sneakerhead, for instance, for me, real sneakers, not the
Fake ones.
Chinatown. Like if I can see a nice Jordan, yeah, I'll respect it. She's wearing gowns too, same thing. Like you just have to be stylish and fashionable.
I'm very surprised.
Actually,
I am very surprised.
Why? Very surprised.
I never think that guys
Because
we've seen breasts, we've seen
do you understand? Because
ass.
Lagos guys, I thought you guys would like to die on the ass.
Yeah.
So I'm just surprised that you're saying fashion.
Ass is at the back. I want to see it first.
Then see it. Find a way to see it, because man, you gotta know what's up. You have to know what's
This was front first.
Wait till you see him from back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think for me
See it from
also,
the front,
I don't like
front.
pretty faces clearly because we check my track
Pretty
record.
face?
Half the girls, you know what I'm saying. You know the girls, they look pretty. You won't see
But
me
that one is
with a
like
girl that's not so pretty.
it's not really a standard because pretty face doesn't really mean.
Of course, you know,
Like,
but I'm saying it's
you just
key.
get
Like
close and like,
I've been lucky enough to meet people that kind of have
Have there been cases
the whole.
whereby the girl, she looks good, she dresses well, and then you speak with her and then you realize that she's vapid?
Yes.
So, okay.
You just ghost from there.
Yeah, you know, pretty face. You know, them things got to be thing, and you know the things. Also, I think when we start conversations, I kind of like someone that's on my level in terms of, because I joke a lot. I make a lot of jokes, and I kind of like someone that understands these jokes. And I don't overdo it where you're not annoying. You just kind of find a balance where you're, oh my gosh, it makes me laugh, and then they kind of see the serious side. And the thing is, make them laugh a lot. So when you throw the serious side, it catches them by surprise, and they're so hooked. Oh my gosh, is this you? When they touch their chest like this, what's it power?
So let me ask you this. As you said that, the thangs have got to be thanging.
Yeah, them things got to be thanging.
So what if all the things are thanging, but personality-wise it's 0? Would you still date her?
No, clearly not. What we'll do is maybe make another arrangement in that regard.
As in
Smash.
Yeah. Gotta do
Yeah.
something like that.
You know.
Smash around.
So
Yes,
even the ones that like you cannot even gel with conversation, are like, okay, we can still,
Yeah.
But the one they now start the conversation.
silent discussions.
The one that
He said silent discussions.
when they start conversations, I'm just like, man, I'm not trying to hear this stuff.
We don't want to hear you talk.
Yeah, we don't want to hear
that.
Okay, all right. So what are the so when we're speaking to Mo, we talked about money a little bit and everything.
Yeah.
So what and red flags? What are the red flags for you? So what would make you okay, if you had your ideal woman, everything is singing. Everything is singing. And you guys, she's stylish, she's very, what would make you say dead it?
Way she talks, I think. We've made this joke a few times about a particular person that went to a reality show. And let me not say her name before they finish my destiny.
Please don't.
Yeah, there was the way she talked. There's a way you can tell someone doesn't sound smart. Sugar, I feel like these things you're doing. I'm not saying
was she on Big Brother, perhaps?
I don't know what show. I don't know. It's a red flag the way you talk, and I kind of pay attention to the little things. Say we go out on a date, I want to see how you're relating to the waiter. How you relate to people that are attending to us and stuff like that. If I see you being condescending unnecessarily, and trust me, I've been on a few dates with people like that. Red flag, because there's no need for that.
What about if you go on a date and she comes with like 4 of her friends?
Yeah, that's a red flag, and I think any guy is still.
Is that red flag?
It is a red flag. I feel you don't understand English.
You don't understand.
Because I'm telling you, let's go on a date. Let's go on a date, me and you, and then you're like, okay, Stacy, Stephanie, Nkechi, Victoria, let's go. Not that I'll talk to a girl that talks that way, but you know what I'm saying.
What is wrong with the girl that speaks like that?
What's not wrong with that?
What if she has a great personality?
What if she has everything but she has H factor?
We had this conversation. You must have asked me this one time on radio. I think, that one. I said, at one point you have to understand people are not going to have everything. Especially if them things are,
So is she
at that point, it's beyond me.
Is she going to be kept around for sex, or is she going to be kept around to get to know on a deeper level?
No, there's no deeper level. We're just going to go straight to the thing.
Wow.
There's no need to deceive yourself.
Deeper level.
All right.
Smash.
My dog, man.
Because of age factor.
Okay. Yeah, so you want person to say, hoi.
No, imagine the conversations now. Your girl has had a long day. Sugar, I've been through L. Hey, you've been through L? Been through L. Babe, I don't know about that. Where's that one though? Because it ain't the hell I know.
Alright, so let's say this chick that you're talking about that's been through L, and you guys just have like, you guys are having silent discussions. Why is it that you guys prefer not to tell her that you just want a physical relationship, but you kind of give this whole this idea of you being in a proper relationship?
Now, to speak for myself on this one, I think a few years ago I probably went going the route of let me give
leading
the relationship
them on
vibe.
Yeah.
But I think later I was like, I'm straight up honest. Like I'll tell you straight. Like, look.
So how do you tell the girl?
It's a conversation. Okay, yeah, the girl.
Okay, so you want to just have sex. What do you say?
Hi. Obviously, you have to greet her. So about the stuff we're saying, look, I'm in this place right now. I'm not trying to get tied down with anybody. I know you like me, and I like you, and I think you're cool. I find you attractive. I'm saying what I would say now.
No, I'm actually as
what are you saying?
So what are you saying?
I'm saying, look, I'm not trying to be in a relationship right now, but I still think you're cool. So I don't know.
So
what I'm trying to do is, we can hang out, we can chill, we can vibe.
What do you mean hang out?
Hang out, like chill. Now, anytime I call you, you'll hang out. We can go for drinks or free things.
I have enough friends.
Yeah, the way you're not saying me, they don't give me this strength now. Guys give me like this now. They don't have for myself when I said bye.
You know why? Because that's how I would answer if the guy was talking to me, and I'd be like, nigga, what do you want to do? Are you trying to fuck?
Yes. Oh yeah.
Do you understand? But you know what? The few people who have said that to me, have my 100% respect. Do not try to dilly-dally. We're not in secondary school.
For guys, it's not like they don't want to be honest. I feel like they don't want to feel like make you feel some type of way. So they want to be very
but then you end up doing
that's all she wants.
Lucky me.
Have you broken anybody's heart? Yeah, tell us.
I don't think they actually said there was a girl I met sometime in 2014 that actually had a little thing with her cousin prior. I didn't know. Then when we found out, then, you know, how did we meet her? She followed me on Twitter, like, you know, damn man, this guy no bad. We got followed back, you know, and then she came to Nine from the UK, and then we linked up sometime 2014 December, actually 31st of December. I was getting ready to go for crossover service and stuff, and I said, make I see these babes. When this girl came out, man, their dress was short, man. And I was in, you don't understand this stuff. She came out, and then my kryptonite, jammed accent, like, hi, what's up, man? You cool, you know, we vibe. I was like, oh god. And then she was like, she's going out, she's gonna go to Quillox. I was like, I'm not going, I'm going to church and stuff like that, whatever the case was. But then one thing about the girl is that I'll give her this, she really tried. She tried everything. It was long distance. We tried to make it work. It didn't work out. Anytime she came to Night, this one would make up. You know, I love you, but you fucking dickhead. I'm like, can you insult me? I love me.
And she really liked you.
Let me say, when I see the girl stars, I'm like, yes, I'm an idiot, I'm dickhead, everything, right? No, she did, you know, and she tried. There was a time I was down bad, like I was broke, and she was going to give me some money. But then I knew some of her friends were moving mad. I know the thing that when you break a girl's heart, it's not that I'll do the thread, it's her friend that'll come on Twitter. Yes. There's this guy. I'm like, my guy now called me and said, Shegun, you know how the thing be, man. You need some cash. I'm like, guy, don't be me. Then go use do gist. And I needed that money. But I was like, nah, I'm going to turn it down. Then we linked up after that. She was really upset when I turned it down. I'm like, it's not anything. I'm just really trying to help you. You know you need it. Blah, 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 blah. So it was back and forth like that. Then I think we were on and off till I think sometime last year. She had blocked me on IG.
2014.
No, we were on and off now till about 2020. 2019 actually. Sorry, my bad.
On and off.
But the thing is, it wasn't really a relationship like that because she was hooking up. She was clearly hooking up with guys, and I, you know, once in a while I'll hook up one or two people on my side. We were being honest about that. But then last year was meant to be a thing of okay. You know, I miss you, you miss me, whatever the case was. I think the pandemic really fucked the people because people were hollering at secondary school crushes because we thought we were going to die. Like, come on, I'd like to ingest too, you know. Everybody just they holler all their storms from way back because no one knew what was happening. So it was one of those. And then we picked up the conversation and it was a thing where, you know, we're getting close. And this is where she missed what I said. I said, look, let's take it slow. Let's not make the mistakes of before. So it would be nice for us to link up. Yeah, after 6 years. It's not that long if you think about it.
After 6 years.
You know, so it was one of those things we were trying to be honest. And then she was just pressing accelerator on the stops. Like, you know, like because I need to know.
6 years! 6 goddamn years!
It was a thing of, okay, we're going to have a conversation when we link up in person.
So what were you trying to do after 6 years? Let's get to know each other?
No, not get to know each other. Like, you know,
so
how are things now?
What was making you slow down?
I think what was making me slow down was the fact that it was, I still knew that we could easily make the mistake of going back to how things used to be. So it was a thing of, you know, being realistic with the situation now and actually just having conversations first. And then when we link up, we'll really see how this goes. But she wasn't having that. And fair enough to her because, you know, if she felt like time wasting. We're meant to link up when I traveled.
What
I said
you just said just sounded like mathematical equation in my head.
How is that mathematical equation?
Because this is somebody that you've known for so long. There's nothing that I don't think that you guys wouldn't have discussed in that 6 years. So you should by then know whether you want to actually make this person your girlfriend or you just want to smash.
Yeah, but the problem is long distance still. Like regardless of that, I was very honest with myself to know that
but London is only 6 hours away.
Go there. Shebi is just there.
So let's while you're here, let's get some expo for the ladies. So let's say I'm fresh in Lagos. I'm new to Lagos. I just moved from London town, innit? And I'm looking for somebody to date. What or who should I stay away from?
You guys don't have money, man. Them the leeches, man. Leeches, they're going to be all over you and a lot of guys that want to use you as a trophy, like they're so quick to introduce you to their guys. I think that's a red flag in some ways. I'll tell you why. Because you guys have not really had that deep. You don't feel that deep connection here. And the guys are, man, I might be with this. Man, I might be. We met a lot about you. All those ones too that chip in. That's a red flag. Because I feel you need to have that connection first before you can start doing intros with your babe. Guys that make excuses like I used to do. Not that I do that anymore. Guys that always say one or two things. Never
my phone died.
My phone died, or things like that, and they're just giving you the runaround. They want you to stay, but they really don't want to be with you at the same time. Because the thing with UK girls is they can be very emotional. Very emotional and wayward. He's one of the two. You gotta be one of them. I mean, I don't know your history or whatever the case is, but you gotta be one of the two. These new ones.
No, I was very pure.
Well,
what's Awazi, you too?
I don't have a reaction.
It's one of them. So
continue.
then you meet them, and then you just kind of know, the kind of girl you're with. So most of them hate UK boys. When you ask it, but why are you not with UK boys? All they want to do is smoke weed and rave and all of that. And you're like, wow. So you think Nigerian boys are the solution to that? Voila for you. But they like Nigerian guys a lot. I've noticed that about UK girls. They really like Nigerian guys. They're so intrigued by us.
But
and
forget
all that
about
stuff.
UK girls. Talk about girls living in Lagos.
Girls in Lagos.
At least in this Nigeria.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same things. Those kind of red flags. And I think you cannot be with a guy that is not thoughtful, a guy that doesn't take initiative, a guy that is not going to put his best foot forward, a guy that you have to remind about your birthdays and stuff like that. I feel like when doesn't really care about those things. When you're having those conversations, he needs to be marking these things down. When we officially became a couple, your sisters. She told me her sister liked this thing, but her sister's not been able to get it. But you're in the position. Some things you just think of and do, to show you're thoughtful. Bring the whole, a circle together to make them like you. Because if they don't like you, that's the problem. They're the ones that are going to do the thread on Twitter and all those type of things. So I think a guy that is, very what's the word? I'm forgetting the word now. Intentional, yeah, that's the word. And guy that's intentional, that wants to put his best foot forward, and make you feel like a priority. And
so unlike you.
Yeah, unlike me, but I'm trying to do that now. Yeah, except there's no girl, so But I'm available. Holler at me.
I mean, we could keep this going for a little while. Hopefully, you've gotten some expo. Ladies and gents. So on that note, we're going to say thank you so much for watching. Thank you to our guests.
Shout out to our guests. Shout out to Mo. Shout out to Shegum.
And if you, as always, want us to talk about anything, hit us up on Instagram, hit us up on Twitter. We'll be more than happy to indulge. Yeah.
Yes.
And then if anybody does those massages that we're talking about, I need to get that for Gbemi.
Why are you guys so bad?
Thank you. No, thank you.
Oh, are we talking about these personal massages where these guys get a bit too personal? There was one that smacked the girl's ass. I'm like, shut up, soul for me. Is that extra?
Is that extra?
I'm like, I don't know.
Wait. If I get the massage, am I paying full price?
Yes, now.
But where is paying you that I can't rub a bonita and rub the place? I'm confused. I mean, on my waist. I'm like, I don't really know masseuse to do that. They gotta get in there, grab the ass and all of that. Nah, that's a bit too much.
Thank you for watching, guys. Thank you to our guests once again, and we'll catch you next time. Kisses. Bye.